Lou Ludovici.
This happened about this time of year, the end of February, beginning of March, a couple of years ago. My mother-in-law got very ill and she was unable to drive anymore. My wife and I decided that we would buy her car. Perfect thing to buy. One owner, little old lady, drives to the store back and forth, and that's it. So we paid her blue book price for it. And we drove out to get the car. She lives near Cleveland. And when we drive out, we usually go over Route 80. So we drive out. The next day, I drive her car, my mother-in-law's car, back. My wife stays with her mother for a while, a few days. When I started out, it was raining. It was, like today. And if you know Route 80, it climbs to about, I don't know, is it 1,200 feet or something at the highest point? That's right. So it's raining, then we're climbing, and it's starting to snow. It's getting slushy. Not too bad. Climb a little more, the snow is starting to stick on the road. And then we start coming down, and I'm behind this beat-up van. In front of him is a semi-tractor trailer flatbed hauling steel. Got the picture? Going down a hill, nobody's speeding, we're doing pretty well. I see brake lights up ahead, so I hit the brake, I start skidding. And there's no doubt about it, I'm going to skid and hit this van in front of me. Now I'm in the left-hand lane. The right-hand lane is full of cars, a lot of traffic. The only thing for me to do is go off the road to avoid hitting the van. So I pull off the road. It was fairly smooth. It wasn't any more bumpy than if I was driving over my front lawn. And I'm going up on a slight hillside. And I'm slowing down enough between the turf and the snow. I'm still passing the van, but I slow down enough to get between the van and the semi-tractor trailer flatbed carrying steel. Nobody panicked. Nobody else skidded. It was like I had found another lane and just did an ordinary passing maneuver. The next rest stop, I get off, get a cup of coffee. I'm like this. Spill the oh shit. Coffee all over me. And I'm not a coffee drinker. So I'm thinking, I'm going to go to the next motel I find and stay there for the night and then start out in the morning. But when I get out of the building at the rest stop, the snow had stopped. So what do? I get back up on the horse, and it was fine the rest of the way, all the way home. My wife gets home a few days later, and she sees that there was snow along the side of the road. She said, "Well, how was your trip?" I said, "That was okay, it was good." I wasn't going to tell her that I almost totaled her mother's car. About 2 months later, my mother-in-law passes away. Again, we drive out for the funeral. And that's over. Coming back, I'm saying, I'm going to try to see where that place was that I pulled off. So every time I run a downslope, I'm looking, off to the left. And here's what I see. I see sheer cliffs. I see drop-offs. I see boulders. I see guardrails. I see poles. Where did I pull off? And the only thing I can figure is that hillside from Brigadoon disappeared back into the folds of time, or I missed seeing on the way back that one place in 300 miles of road where I could have pulled that maneuver off. So what I want you to do is thank the angels for me. Otherwise, I would be at the bottom of a ravine somewhere in middle Pennsylvania and still wouldn't have found me.